What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Cartel. We have a very special live stream today. We're going to be doing a little bit different kind of stream, going through our meme coin hunting process, finding 10x's, 50x's, 100x's live here. We're going to show you the whole process of from start to finish, how we find the tickers, how we do diligence and research on them, and then how to execute on actually buying them and selling and flipping meme coins in the market. So, we had some crazy runners this past weekend with Dave Portnoy, his coin, Geostool, going to hundreds of millions. We had a literal African country launch a meme coin that went to 500 million. So the trenches are cooking, and we're going to show you guys, how we can catch some of these early. So with that, let's get started, Alex.
All right. Let me share my screen. Welcome, everyone. So let's see. There you go. All right. So before we get started, I do want to say this is not financial advice. Everything that we do is because we're degens, and so just keep that in mind. All right. Uh,
Educational purposes only.
it's just for educational purposes, correct? But what I want to show you guys today is a system that I was able to find out with a lot of trial and error, right? It did take me losing a couple of soul, but eventually you make it back once I started really understanding how to really do how to really buy in a strategic way with data, right? And so what we're going to do here is we're going to find the probability of the runners. It's not 100%, but it's going to give us a likelihood to find those that are going to run essentially. So I'm going to walk you through everything that I use in order for me to get these coins, right? And it varies. Everybody uses either GMGN, Photon, Radium, Jupe app, the Jupiter swap. And what I've come to find personally, the best places to really work with in terms of buying and selling, but also looking at data security, which is very important not to get rugged, right? Is this, right? So there's both. Look at this one. There's GMGN and Photon, but let's look at Photon really quick. So one thing I really like about Photon is the fact that you could look at it in the minute, the seconds, the 30 seconds, right? And this is very important, especially for brand new coins, and they're moving very fast. So what I have found is that the fastest data that you get for price is Photon and GMGN. If you're using Dex Screener, you're not gonna make it. Like you're absolutely not gonna make it. So I recommend you stay away from Dex Screener. Dex Tools is good, but it does lag sometimes or it freezes, so you can't really see the price action and you can get rugged. But what I do recommend is these two, right? Photon and GMGN, and I'll explain why. So one of the really cool things that GM or Photon has is the data and security, right? And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I do follow a few whales, some wallets, and I've seen these guys get rugged like $10,000, $15,000. And the reason why they're getting rugged is because they're not looking at this, right? They're not looking at the LP burn. They're not looking at the top 10 holders. They're not looking at these things. So to me, that's an indicator that says, all right, is the LP burned number one? If it's not burned, if it's zero, I'm not touching that. Like I'm not. You can pay me.
So,
I'm not touching that. Go
Alex,
ahead.
sorry to interrupt. So
Yeah,
let's
go
just
ahead.
zoom out here a bit. So
Hmm.
Photon it's a trading app, right? It's a trading wallet app that is what you're saying is it's giving us more real time data on what's actually happening with the market,
That's correct.
right?
Yeah. So that's what I said. So I went through.
So step one, you want to get Photon. Step one, like
Right.
let's assume you have a Phantom wallet, and then you hook up your Phantom to a Photon, right? And then you deposit Sol.
Yeah, that's right. And then
Now, yeah, and in the app, it has security data and security there on the right, on the
right.
bottom right,
Exactly. Yep.
correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so
Now.
let's go through like if we know what these mean. LP burned.
So
I
that's
think it,
but
I'm
mhm.
not 100% sure what it means, but it's like they burned uh,
The liquidity pool that they
like
have.
the liquidity pool. So
Yeah,
why is that important?
it's
Because
important. Oh, yeah, go
if
ahead.
it's not burnt, they can rug it. They can take all the money in the liquidity pool. The price goes to zero. There's no soul left. That thing's worthless, right? That's
Exactly.
number one.
That's number one. Number two is the top 10 holders. Now, this is very tricky, and I'll explain why. There are times, or first of all, my measurements for top 10 holders are anywhere between obviously below 29%, right? You see it's 25% here. So I personally like to have this below 29, 25, below that. Anything above that is a little bit sketchy, right? So why do they own that much, or why do the top 10 holders have that much supply? That's one. Two, sometimes you'll see where the top 10 holders, it says like 80% or like 70%. You do have to do quick research to find out if they have 80% for a reason or if they sent it to a wallet, right? Because there's a lot of these cases where uh, they do send it to someone and they posted on Twitter. They said, "All right, here's the at the wallet. We sent 80% of the supply." And to me, that's a great time because usually point.
I have a
Mhm,
I have a good example of this. Like
mhm.
the coin that launched this weekend, the Central African Republic car coin.
Yeah,
I bought it originally like around 200 mil, and then I sold it because I saw someone was like, "Oh, 80% of the supplies in this one wallet." Like, and I didn't do the research to see that there was like an allocation, right,
exactly.
for the country, the advisors, whatever, right. If I had done the research, I basically missed out on like a 3 or 4x because I thought supply was bundled and I sold it, and actually there was like a whole allocation for the whole for the token supply.
Yeah. So let's look at it. Let's look at car, right? Uh, you see that it top
There it is. Yeah, 80%.
82%, and I can understand why that would throw you off in the beginning because it would probably throw me off, and it's happened before, where I saw that and I was like, I'm not touching this again. I'm not buying. So that's all right. So just quick recap, right? So LP burned, make sure it's not zero. Then top 10 holders, understand that anywhere between 29, anything below 29% is something that you want to look for, right?
Would you say
Mhm.
like lower is better, or is there like a sweet spot where the cabal has a certain amount of the supply cornered,
So,
so like they could pump it more?
so
Because I don't think it's if they hold a lot, then they're also kind of controlling
right.
like price action
Well,
in
that's
a
the
way.
thing. When it's like I said, it's kind of difficult to tell. But I'm just giving you the probabilities of it not being a rug. I'm not saying it will be or it can't be.
Yeah.
I can't really do that, right? Because I really don't know. So what I'm trying to tell you is the probability of you not to get rugged, right? Because like I said, I've seen these like huge wallets that have like over $5 million that just get rugged because I see their buys and sells, and I look at the coin and I see the LP burned and it's zero. And then I see top holders and it's like some crazy number. And then this is the next one, right? It's the holders right here to the right. And what I like about Photon and GMGN is that they have the holders here. And sometimes you'll see some crazy things. You'll see like market caps at like 5 million market cap, but there's going to be like 700 holders. That literally makes no sense, right? And so I see some of these guys just buying these and losing 10 grand. Of course, they can afford to lose that because, they're degens and they have millions of dollars, right? But I would say those are the top three things to look at to not to get rugged, right? And you have that in Photon. Photon gives you that. GMGN does give you the holders right here. They also have a rug probability. And they have all these different things. So they also have the top 10, 36%, and they have a like a little index of the ratio of holders who's also blue. I don't know what that is, but they also have this information. I usually don't use GMGN just because I like the interface of a Photon. It's simple. I can literally scroll down. I see three things, and I'm like, all right, this is good to go. Okay. Uh, One other thing I do want to mention is that if you're looking at a coin below 1 million market cap, and you have holders above 1,000 to 2,000, that's usually a good sign. So one of the coins that we did hit, what was it? Oh, it was what was it? Oh, it was small pep, right? And this is just as an example, okay? Where are you? There you are. All right. So as you can see here, this is I did buy, around here, and I hodled, right? What happened? The reason why I bought this one was because it was like 2 million. It was 2 million market cap, but there was about 3,000 holders, and it was crazy to see something like that, right? And then we came down here, and I just saw holders increase like 4,000, 5,000 holders here at around 500K market cap. And to me, that said something. I mean, why would people be increasing in holder count all the way down here? It means that they're loading up, right? And essentially, that told me that's reversal, right? And then that's what happened, right? It ripped and it ripped higher, and we put this out on the Telegram group earlier, but then it dumped and then it came back to live, right? So those are the three things I tell you to keep an eye on: is the LP burned, the top 10 holders, and then the holders here, right? So that's good indication if the coin's going to be successful or not. All right. Any questions, Henry? Any comments?
Yeah. No, so I'll just add. You're going a little bit out of order because this is like the security check, right? Like the number. So everything we're doing, we're increasing our probability of like hitting a runner and making money, right? So if you can reduce the probability of you getting rugged, just checking this on Photon, then your win rate's going to be a lot better in terms of like
Exactly.
profitability.
Yep.
Um, I think the only other thing I'll add is we're gonna get into exactly how to find the tickers pretty soon, and then make sure you stay to the end of the stream because we're actually gonna be doing this live with you guys and finding trying to find some runners and aping some meme coin runners using this method at the end. So make sure you stay till that.
All right. So now that I gave you the background on basically the tools that I use to buy, sell, and do a quick research, right? Because these coins run really fast when it has potential. The next thing, oh, also, and to avoid getting rugged. So the next thing we're going to look at is Acid Dash, right? And Acid Dash it has been the game changer for me, especially because I've been able to find 3x's, 5x's, 10x's, and 50x's. And I ended up selling too early, but each trade for it, that was essentially like a 50x. Anyway, so when you go to Acid Dash, you literally only need to do two things, right? I don't know where the section is, but I think this is the
So this is swap.acid
.com.
com. So these guys are like a portfolio tracking app, like a swap. They're like an everything app for crypto. They're trying that's what they're trying to become. But this is a feature that they have specifically for whale tracking, right? Like whales of different tokens.
Yeah. So what they're doing,
And it's free.
and it's free. What they're doing is they're pulling in all the data from all the whales that they found, and they count it, right? They have all that whale information. And what I do is we track live this. They track live this data, and simply all I do in order for me to maximize gains, to find a 5x, a 10x, whatever, right? I only filter by buys only, and then filter by market cap less than 10 million, right? I'll explain why not 1 million instead of 10 million, right? Because what happens is that you'll get a bunch of noise anything below 1 million. It could be rugs, it could be just random pump and dumps, it could be anything, right? But one of the neat things about what you're putting anything below 10 million, what you can do is you could actually start seeing when whales are buying and how the market cap is increasing, right? And so, for example, this one, no, hold on. Let's go find one here. Yeah, for example, Jeet, right? So Jeet right now is at 1 million market cap in 4 minutes, and I'll show you this. So we're gonna look at it right now. So this guy bought 4 minutes ago at 342K market cap, right? Then at 385, and then guess what? 383. And guess what? Look at that. And right now it's at 1.2 million market cap. So let's take a quick look at it. I just want to see it.
So already that would have been like a three, four
Exactly.
x just off that notification.
And that's what you want to do. You want to find where the volume of whales are, right? You want to find the volume of where all these different whales are aping into. My standard is anywhere between 3 to 6. I automatically look at that. Sometimes, like if you see an interesting name, you should probably look into it. It may be a new meta. It could be something different, right? But look, now it hit already 2 million market cap, and that was 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago.
Damn, so
You
fast.
see, and this is the whole thing. Like you have to stay locked in. You can't, if you see something consistently, it's got to be a quick analysis. Why? So here, let me copy this. So I'll just show you this as an example, and then we'll move on. Okay. It is looking interesting. 7 minutes ago, and it's already at 2 million market cap, 3 million market cap now. Oh, geez.
It just launched 7 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
well, like 10, 15 minutes ago. But dude, my computer's being so slow. Yeah, 7 minutes ago. Uh, Another thing, if your laptop or your computer is not fast, you're not gonna make money. I'll just start out there. Henry knows because you wanna tell him, Henry?
I mean, I don't know what you're referring to, but my computer, it lags and it's costing me a lot of money.
That's the point, exactly. So even for me, like I have a good computer, but if I have a lot of things opened, it lags a little bit. So I have to restart it again.
Yeah, man, close out of the Pornhub so we can see this thing.
Nah, dude, what do you mean? I do both. All right,
Multitask.
yeah, but yeah, it's not loading. Damn it. But anyway, pull back from 3 million to 2 million market cap. And what we want to see is this. All right, so LP burn 100%, top holders 15, about 3,500 holders. It's a healthy coin, right? Then quickly, like as you're
There's no red flags there, and like data security, there's no red flags. Like we did the check that you
yeah.
mentioned in the beginning.
Uh,
We found it. So like just to go through the whole process, we're monitoring acid dash. We've seen multiple whales ape now. Then we check security. Security looks good. Uh, and then at this point, are you aping like before looking into it more,
so
or are you doing more
so
research
yeah,
here?
so essentially your process can be different, anybody else's can be different, right? But it's got to be a quick thing, right? So usually I'll just do some TA. I'll be like, all right, like let's look at this. I'll do support and resistance, and I'll get into that in a second. So let's just give me a second, all right? And then anyway, so I'm just trying to stop loading, dude. Um,
You want me to take over while maybe you close some stuff out, and then
it's
I
already
can
rugging.
do some quick
Yeah,
TA.
it's already rugging. There it is.
It's already
Yeah.
running.
So here's the catch. Like it's well, let's stop for a second, all right? We're in a market where we're flipping. We're not in a market
Yeah.
where we're holding and we're letting things ride. So just understand that this whole process is to do a 1x, a 2x, a 3x, but remember to always raise your stop losses, right? You don't want to round trip, you don't want to lose money, you don't want to do any of those things, okay? So here we have it up. So essentially, great. Um, when you have this up, there's a few things you could do. Personally, for me, I do some quick TA, right? I look at the coin, I understand the support and resistance. And support and resistance is crucial for you to be able to make money, right? To understand some basic TA, flags, cup and handles, all these different things, they're gonna give you better entries, right? So if you don't know TA, I I really think that you really need to at least like know the basics. All right, I'll leave you with that. But essentially, I'll look at the TA quick, right? What I'll do is I'll click on these. I'll do right click, tab, new open, and then I'll do the TA while this is opening up, right? And then I'll quickly just go on the.
What is that? What is that? You're searching on Twitter?
No,
You're
no, no.
searching the
So you see
ticker,
to the right,
or
yeah. See, it's a G. It's a literal G. Look at that. It dumped. Uh,
it was in the name?
yeah,
Should have
exactly. And then
known.
when you go to the website, it's sir, I sold right before it 10x. So that's their website. All right. And so you can easily click on their links here, and that gives you quick access, right, to that specific
Yeah.
coin. All right. So then,
Well, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. So now I want to give you like a real life example of what happened today. All right. But before we move there, let's go back to Acid Dash, right? Essentially, there it is. So you see all these people buying G, they bought G. Look at that. And that speaks volumes. Like people are aping in 600, 600, 1,000, 3,000, and they probably all got rugged.
And that was like after the first guy that got in at 400K, 300K.
Exactly. Yeah. And right now there's still more people buying. Like this dude just bought less than a minute ago, $600, right? Uh Again, this is going to be the game changer for everybody. If you are looking at this and you see that there is momentum on a specific coin, pick up on that, right? Look it up, go research, go understand why it's a narrative, why it's being pumped. Uh, there are various reasons, and you could, like I said, you look, gay stool. They about $1,000,
So,
but essentially,
Casey.
what you could do is you could just do that, right? Do quick research like I showed you, go click right away on the on the Twitter and the website. Go back, do some simple TA and understand an entry, right? Where you can do an entry. Support resistance is all I can say to you, and then also understand cup and handles and all those different things. And if you want to do more in-depth research, right, then just do the $ and type in G, right? And you're going to get more information on two things: the top people that are talking about it, which means people that have a lot of followers, and then you can also filter by latest, who's talking about within a minute, two, three. And sometimes you'll see coins get like rugged really fast because this is where the news comes out, and this is why people G, right? They'll see something, they'll see bad news,
That's
they'll
where the
say
FUD
it's
comes out too.
they'll see exactly. They'll say it's bundled here, and if you don't pick up on it quick and you go back here, it just dumps, right? So it's when you're buying one coin, you have to be locked in terms of price, in terms of what the tweets are, and what the narrative is. And usually you can find the narrative by just typing this. Okay. Yeah, my Twitter's not working, but essentially that's what you type in, and that's what Acid Dash gives you. Do you want to add anything?
No, so I think like from a high level, this is like the high level process, right? Like the finding the ticker, checking whether it's ruggable, doing TA for the entry. I think like we're gonna eventually do some streams and some videos on more advanced methods or advanced strategies, but this is high level what we found because your other option is you just go on Dex Screener and or on Twitter and you're hoping to find a ticker and you don't know what if it's already been rugged or this is like to increase to be more efficient with your time. Just look at what whales are aping because they're whales for a reason, right? They know what they're doing. They're aping early for a reason. And if you see something catching traction, then you've already narrowed down like this whole universe of a million pump fund coins to just what's hot at that current moment. Um,
Now, I do want to.
Now I did. There's some stuff I wanted to touch on,
Yeah,
but I wasn't sure
I'm not.
if you
I
had
have, I
gone
have, I have
through
one more thing to
the
talk
whole
about.
process.
Yeah. So so I talked about TA, I talked about research, and the last thing I want to talk about is the psychology about this, okay? Because there's and I'm speaking from experience because there's been a lot of times where I've bought something early and then it was rugging and then I sold. And then I come to find that it rips to 30 million, 40 million when I found it at like 1.5 million market cap, right? And so those three things come in hand, and you have to find a really good balance on that. So, and I'll get and today this is the perfect example, and I do want to talk about this because it to me it was very useful. Um, and I'll be very sincere with you guys, and I'll show you my. Essentially, I bought around 2 million. I bought like $20, $30. and then ended up selling down at 1.2 million. I was like, nah, dude, like this is rugging. So what I ended up doing is waiting. I ended up waiting to see what was going to happen to price action. I'll explain why. It's because there were so many whales aping into this coin, and the count holder was increasing to it was like 5,000 around below like 1 million market cap. To me, that's extremely, extremely bullish in general, right? What the hell happened here? You know what? Let's take this to the next screen here.
Yeah, I think one key piece I think you're kind of describing right now is like the momentum of something, right? And we're gonna go through some examples in a bit of things that catch momentum. And what you're looking for is momentum of volume, holder growth, just something about that coin is attracting a lot of momentum from the market.
Yeah.
And that's like at the end of the day, this is a momentum game. That's what you want to ride.
So exactly. But this is where TA comes in play, and this is where the psychology is also going to come in play because what happens is, let's just say, for example, I missed this trade, right? And I got in here, and then eventually I find out that it hits. This thing went up to like 20 million, I think, right? No, it went to 16 million market cap. Okay, so I ended up buying around 2 million market cap around here. I ended up selling around here 1.4. And then I saw this one go down and I saw this respecting, like this was respecting a trend, right? Touch, 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 touch. And then here, same thing. 1, 2, 3. And as you see, my yellow lines, they're support and resistance, right? So I had this already right here beforehand, and that's exactly where it bounced. It got rejected and it came down to this last one. But here's where I was thinking, okay, like it could explode from here, or it could just die from here, and that's when you have to really think about what you're willing to lose. And so here I ended up being like $50, right? And where I'm going with this about the psychology is like if you end up missing one, like and it rips to 16 mil, and you're like, oh crap. What happens is next time you find another coin, you're gonna be mentally strained. You're gonna be feeling like, damn it,
Tilted
I missed it.
basically.
I gotta thank you, tilted. You're gonna be feeling tilted.
Yeah.
And to avoid that, there's got to be a good balance of mental stability, right? And I'm telling you this from experience. You need to find a sweet spot where you're not going to beat yourself up because you missed one. The whole point of this game is that you're gonna find at least 5, 6, 7 per day. Caveat this: when we're in a bull run, when it's bearish and we're dumping, you're not gonna find that many. So it's better to just not trade, right? And so what happened here is I ended up just being patient. I waited and I waited. And then I saw this reversal, saw the bullish divergence, and I started seeing this trend moving up. And I ended up buying here at 9 million market cap, 900K market cap. Rode it up, came back down, and I was like, okay, it's not going below my price. And then here's when we started making higher highs, right? Higher high, higher high, higher high. Support and resistance, you have support there. And then that's where I started to say, okay, this looks like it's going to run. Look at that. TA will tell you everything. It was respecting trend from down here, right? One touch, 2, 3, 4, and guess what? We're off, right? We're off. Look at that. And it just continues. So to say there's three things that you need to be successful in this, and it's to do your research, to do good TA, and to have good psychology balance, right? I think if you have those three, you can nail it. I think you can find 1x, 10x, 20x. You'll be good to go because you'll understand when to cut off your losses. You'll know when to ape, and you'll understand the research and the TA. So it's a good bonus, right? And yeah, that's all I wanted to add. Any questions?
No, I think that's all solid. The only thing, well, I have a couple things I want to add, but
Yeah,
the more you do this, you kind of get an intuition of like what's going to run, when it's a good time. You get like a feel for the market uh, that can't really be taught other than you just putting in hours in front of the screen. So uh, one other thing I want to talk about is you're trying to find like something like this, the things that run up to hundreds of millions. It's because they're different from all the other shitters that came out that day, right? So Alex, you see my screen?
yeah.
Yeah, and if you're able to find, I think Alex and I, we have found some actually on stream, run it up from 1 2 mil to 40 50 mil, and those those are the runners you're looking for of like why you're even at the screen to begin with. Obviously, you'll take the 2 3x plays, but another key component of this, on top of what Alex is saying, is like what's the narrative of that specific ticker. So I wanted to show this tweet because this is literally some of the runners from this weekend, right? So Jailstool, I don't know if you guys saw that. Basically, Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports is now a meme coiner and embraced this meme coin, right? And I think if you had been tracking Acid Dash or some of the accounts we might show you guys later, like Whale Watch, they caught Jailstool below 1 million, right? And let's say like you find it down way down here, and you found it, it's come down 3 8 whatever below 10 mil. At this point, if you had gone through what Alex just talked about of like checking the contract, checking the security, checking on Twitter what the narrative is, and you realize like I said, this is a momentum game, and the fuel that drives that momentum is attention. So when you get like an influencer, someone big, I think Dave Portnoy has like 3.5 million followers. So if you're able to catch one of these early, that's how you really get the bag. So that's really the only other thing I wanted to add is like the narrative piece of it. And I'm not saying that's like needed to make money. I think those are like the 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 that you hope to find, and one of those could pay for all your losses and more. So just another thing to keep in mind. Um, but I think, oh yeah, and the other thing I wanted to talk about is these were the big runners from this weekend, but this is a flippers market. Like no one's holding shit anymore. No one's holding onto anything. Stool, you can see it ran up to 200 million, topped out, and it's back to 40 mil in the span of this is 3 days. That's three. We haven't even had a fourth daily candle close. So this is all quick, and all the points that Alex made of emotional control and having a game plan, understanding TA. It's all pieces of a larger puzzle to kind of succeed with this. So um, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to add. Just the narrative piece of it. Um, and anything else you wanted to go into, Alex?
Yeah. One of the things that I did forget to mention is the ease of buying and selling. It's one of the things that I'm still trying to perfect. Um, but I think I found a really good solution to that. And let me show you this really quick.
What do you mean buying and selling? Like the physical, like clicking the button to buy or
Yeah,
sell?
yeah, yeah. Because again, it's a speed game, and sometimes you leave, sometimes you're not there. Some, you know what I mean. So there's a lot of different things that let's just say you caught in a runner early, and you want to have a stop loss, right? You're not going to be glued to your computer, are you?
Um, Depends.
Right. So then and then
In general,
the,
probably,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. So
You want to set something, go to sleep at some point.
exactly, right? You want to go to sleep. So, and one of the things that I was able to find is, or still again perfecting it, but it's a work in progress. Here, I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so uh, there it is. Okay, so for example, there's a few things you could connect your wallet into three different places, right? One of those obviously is Photon. The other one, and then Photon creates a wallet for you, right? And then you just copy the key.
Are you sharing your screen or?
Oh yeah, you can't see it. All right. Let me know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So what I would recommend everybody to do, again, I recommend this, not financial advice, but is to get that wallet either from Photon, GMGN, whatever, right? And then add that wallet to a Telegram bot, that same exact wallet, add it to a Telegram bot, and then add it to a Jupiter wallet, right? So you have access to that specific coin in 3 different places, right? Personally, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't trust Photon's stop limit. I do not, right?
Wait, hold on. You lost me. You lost me there. So you said create a phantom wallet or create a wallet and then basically restore that wallet. You said in where? On
3 different
Telegram?
places.
On like a trading
All
bot?
right, so I'm gonna repeat this, okay?
Okay. What are the three?
Okay, I just said it. Gotta pay attention, bro. All right, look, man. So
I was looking at a shitter.
Photon has you can create a wallet with Photon, right? And they provide you with a key. All right, with the key. You go on Telegram and you can either get a Trojan wallet, you could get a Nova wallet, whatever. Import that key and have access to that on your Telegram bot as well. In addition to that, have access to it on Jupiter, right? So have it in
So you need phantom for that, right?
yeah, I mean, essentially that's what you're plugging in. I'm basically pulling in this wallet. I have the ID of that, and I just put it in my Phantom wallet, whatever, Jupe or Phantom, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? And then you have access to 3 different ones. So what I found to be reliable personally is Telegram bots. Literally on anything that drops really fast, it'll sell, and I've seen that happen on one time. And I know that Photon does not do that. Like if it goes
So you're saying photon's like not
yeah,
100%
it's not
reliable.
reliable. Yeah. In my experience, somebody else could do, might be better than mine. But I can tell you,
That's if you're doing like limit buys, limit sells,
mm,
basically.
I mean, I don't know. I had a stop loss and never hit on Photon, so I just personally don't trust it. So if, like, for example, if you do have, just to play safe, if you have one on Photon, then just add it on Photon, and then if you have the same wallet, just put it on the Telegram bot, right? And it should automatically do it really fast. So that's what I recommend in general when buying and selling. Have the same wallet in 3 different places, just for your sake. I mean, I've seen these things drop like crazy, and obviously sometimes it doesn't sell. But with Telegram, it's really fast for me.
Nice. Yeah, we'll have to get a like a bonk botter, but banana bot
Well, I mean, for me,
ref
just
linked.
the Trojan thing works. Are you talking about references?
Yeah, her Trojan's pretty good too.
Yeah. So Henry,
It looks like
we have a question.
we have a question.
Yeah. Do you,
How soon do you recommend trading these very new and volatile coins with a market cap of less than 1 million before they die out? Yeah, it's a tough question to answer for me because I mean you just saw that one. I don't know if you were on the stream earlier. Came out and in 7 minutes it got over 1 million, right? And then a couple minutes after that it rugged. So I think it's not, I think for the ones under 1 million. So the reason we like over 1 million because I think um, on the acid dash, right, you're mostly paying attention to those. They've kind of already established themselves in a way, right? They've Most coins don't even make it to 1 million, so you could just increase your decrease your risk right there just by only trading coins to 1 million. Now you might want to play some coins, in the 100,000 to 1 million range. I wouldn't go below that. And for those, I'd say what we were talking about earlier, like it's about like momentum and volume. If you see momentum and volume kind of like sustaining and there's volatility, then that can be traded and money can be made. But a coin might have a higher market cap, but it's got no momentum and value, then you're just kind of uh, you're asking for trouble there because there's not, it's either going to rug, people are going to lose interest. There's just better markets to play in, basically. So kind of a long answer there, but hopefully that helps out a bit.
yeah, I agree with you on that. It's probably better to stay away from anything lower because the risk is so high, right? So if you're below 1 million market cap and you want to put in like $20, $30, that's fine. I mean, it's up to you. at that point, right? Because you can do like a 3, 4x, 5x if it gets to like 3 million, but you get in at like 500K market cap, right? Again, the best way to trade below that is support and resistance. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen that be respected on the shitters at 200K, like 300K. The technical analysis works. Okay, so
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 why don't we give the people what they want and just start doing some TA
so
on some of these shitters live.
right. So I'm gonna give you so before and it actually his question below 1 million market cap. I'm gonna show you the perfect example because I've been tracking this one as we were talking this whole time. So this was 15 minutes ago. There's a first buy for rug
Rug?
for rug, yeah, at
Yeah.
144K market cap, right? And then guess what? Then next time you see $3,000 being bought at 400K market cap, and then what? 500, 600K market cap, right? This person here bought the wrong rug. There's like two different rugs, and he bought the wrong one. So be careful with buying the wrong contract address.
It's interesting. It's multiple. It's whales of like multiple tokens, like
Yeah.
Pippin, Jailstool.
And so
Uh,
this is the perfect
yeah, it's a
example if we're talking about below 1 million market cap, right? How I know it's a rug or how I know it's not true, the rug is a rug, is because, yeah, the market cap doesn't make any sense. It's not, it's not going with that one. So I know that they bought the wrong one. Then we go to 600, then 900, and then guess what? We're at a million already. And that was 2 minutes ago, right? So this is, if you're going to play this one came by accumulating here in the 200s and then just ripping. So either somebody tweeted something or somebody talked about this, right? But if we're gonna do this specific one, look at the TA, right? So all right, let's just say like it's up to 6K and then it dumps all the way down to here to 482K. So that's support, right? And then all of this region in general becomes support. But guess what? We just decided to hit support again there. So we hit support here, right? We pumped support, pumped, and then we retested support. And guess what? We pumped again, right, to like 1.3 million. And we're probably going to retest this area here, right here.
this is Rug. It's
It's
called
called
Rug.
rug. Yeah, let's look at the Twitter really quick. I don't understand why my Twitter's not working. Did I get hacked? The hell? Anyway, so this is one way where you could actually trade anything below 1 million market cap, right? And here's another thing, trends, right? The trend is your friend, right? So draw trends. If it breaks specific, if you buy in and you wait, that's why it's a patience game. It's a psychology game. Because sometimes these things will dump down to here and there's like buying orders already here, or it doesn't, and then it just starts pumping, right? So it's just, again, it's the way you could do this is you could slowly start buying $20 there, and if it keeps dumping 20 or 50, 50, 50, right, to the point where it's a good support, and then you can go heavier there into like $400, right, and then continue the momentum. But again, be prepped and be ready. If it goes below that, you have to sell, right? You can't continue to risk to lose more money. But that's how I would play. That's
Yeah.
how I would play anything below 1 million market cap, just as much as I would do anything above a million market cap, right? Go ahead, Henry.
We're just buying support where there's buying pressure, basically.
Exactly.
Like the respecting the levels of the chart.
Yep.
Um, I want to share
Yeah. Go
something
for it.
real quick. Of just like how I would do TA on
Yeah.
this. Like, let's say, we just saw a couple whales aped. Um, I don't know if you checked. Have you checked there the photon thing, Alex? If there's any issues.
Yeah. So there's actually a lot of issues with this one. There's 79% has top holders, right? Uh, and then
Okay, so it's automatically like disqualified because of that.
yeah. However, I didn't do any research because my Twitter's not working. So if you can just click on the Twitter thing, because it may be that they just sent, because I found another coin that they sent 80% of the supply or 55% of the supply to Daniel, right? And it could be the same case here. There's only 900 holders here, so that could be the case, and it could probably pop.
70% got to a dead address.
There you go.
Interesting. So yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
And so what? It's at 1.4
Um,
million now. Look at that.
So it looks like these guys. Someone made a meme coin about this response by Litecoin, and it's just a rug.
I love crypto.
So I think it's interesting. So it's caught my attention. Now, how I would do TA, and similar to Alex, I'm looking at like support and resistance. The other thing I like to look at is like key psychological levels, especially with stuff around a million. You'll find like the million mark. Once it breaks above that, I'm generally pretty bullish. Uh, and this is a strategy that I found to work for me is you're just playing like the key round numbers where people are kind of aiming for, right? So for us, for example, we just found this thing at a million. If I buy this here, I'm probably going to target like 3 and 5 million, right? And you're going to find as you do this over and over, like these key levels become like kind of like pivot points, right? Like you could enter at 1 million, sell at 3, get back in if it comes over here, target 5 once it flips 3. Um, this I found to be a game changer. So this one, I mean, personally, I think I would ape just off of what we've seen so far. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. We're about to hit. Do you mind if I share my screen?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So what I was looking at is this, and I want to see this be retested again and respect it. If this is retested and this trend, right? If that's where I would ape. Where's it? Right here. Yeah, so you see this, Henry, like right here to the right here, like that was resistance, right? Because it was support before,
Yeah,
and that's exactly where we're getting rejected, right? So then look, we touched here once, we touched here twice, a third time. Maybe we come back down here, we touch here, maybe we come back down.
that's a
That's a
trigger.
trigger,
That's a
exactly.
entry.
Yeah. And then I would like to see this at around 800K market cap, so like a 1 mil. And then I would just start aping like small amounts here, right? And if it rips, great, I make money. But if it comes lower, I ape more amounts down here, right? So I just start slowly going in, right?
You're just like clipping in. You're not sure where it's going to bottom
Exactly.
out. You're
Yeah,
just like averaging
exactly. Because
averaging in.
yeah. And that's the best thing to do. So we'll watch, we'll see what it does, right? We'll just wait it out. And maybe it just dies out from here, right? And nothing happens. But it's a funny thing.
Now,
Yeah, go for it.
at what point would you cut the trade? Like,
Right below this, right below my support here. And I'm pretty adamant about those things
okay, the
because
last support.
yeah, this one right here, in between that. So around like anything below 800K to me is like, all right, get out. And so that's why I slowly start DCAing because if I end up losing some, then it's not that much money, right? It's probably like 10%, 15% at least. But you see these buys, they kind of fake you out there.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like,
Mhm. Go ahead.
that's another thing we probably want to talk about at some point. Like portfolio management in terms of like how much you're risking per trade. It's different for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Depending on your strategy. But you don't want to be risking more than I don't know. For me, actually, it depends, right? Like if you see jail stool, that's like a full. I mean, personally, I full port jail stool if I see that early. Whereas like this stuff, where you're just looking to flip, maybe like 1-3%. I don't know. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so it's tricky, man, because I saw Jail Stool at like 6 million. I saw it get to 21 million. And then I saw it dump to 1.2 million, 1.6 million. And I was like, oh, this thing is dead. Like I moved on with my life. Because if I just see something 20x and then come back down, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna look at it again. Not realizing that there was a tweet that came out from his name's Daniel, right? Yeah, a tweet that came out from Daniel that ripped it
Dave,
from Dave. Yeah, that ripped it
Dave Portman.
240
Yeah.
mil, dude. You see, I wouldn't have guessed that because the next thing I was looking at my phone and I was looking at notifications on my tablet. That was it. It was gone. I just couldn't believe that it was already at 56 million market cap. I literally just saw it at 1 million. You know, and so it's tricky with a lot of these coins. You have to be on top of it, and if you're not, then you know it's not going to work out.
Okay, is this the entry for rug though?
So this could be
Is
like
this where we get in?
if we're fighting it, this could be a good entry because it's still support and people are buying here. Yeah, this would be a good entry, and it's forming a cup and handle. Stop losses, literally tight stop losses below 700K market cap. Anything below that, get out.
All right, I'm aping. I'm aping. If you're gonna refund me if I lose money, right?
Maybe no. uh, yeah, I mean, let's see what happens. This is a good region. It's a lot of support.
All right, let's bet on this shit.
There it is.
Let's bet
It's
on it.
moving. Let's look at
Uh,
one of the things that you also want to look at is all right, holders. It's held, nicely at around 930, and there's just a waiting game. Because if I let's just say like we do the TA right, this would be a cup and handle.
so that 70% is so you got sent to a dead wallet. If the tweets are to be believed,
Exactly.
that means the top 10 holders only have 9%. But if you really do the math, they have 30% because that's 30% of the what's not in the dead wallet, right?
Yep. Deserve. So look.
Because they have 70%'s gone. That leaves with 30% slice. They have 10% of that.
Yeah. And look, we're pumping.
Yeah.
It's going. Simple TA. Snipe entry. So one thing I'm going to
Well,
tell you.
let's see if we can make some money.
One thing I'm going to tell you is yeah, just be careful around this region here. We could get rejected, maybe come down to a double bottom and then go. But if usually to me it's bullish when I see us breaking above this rejection trend. I like it, and it's good. So we'll see what happens here.
What else is going on? What else are the
I
whales
see
aping
a
into?
pizza right now at 2 million market cap. So that's pretty big. So let's take a look at that. It was made 4 hours ago. What do you have? 20% now?
Pizza?
No, I'm rug, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not in this for 20%.
What are you in it for?
It just depends how long the ride goes. Like if it flips 1 mil, like I said, then I'm targeting 3.
Yeah, that's what we have as target. We'd have 2 million and then hopefully it goes higher from there. Yeah, look at this one. So I like this one a lot. I like the market structure on this one. So it's called pizza. 18% of top holders, almost 3,000 holders. The TA is looking really, really good. So there's a trend there that we're making higher highs. We broke out of this right here, right? Now let's take a look at. So you see here to the right, we don't have the contract, or we don't have the Twitter or the website. So what I quickly do is I copy pizza and I go to Dex Screener. Usually they're really good at putting their stuff here faster than Photon. But let's look at it. It came out 4 hours ago. It's called Pizza. It's got a website, a Twitter. Let's take a look at that. It's still at 1.9, so I'm tracking.
What's the concept?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking
Do we
it up.
care what the concept is?
You gotta wait. This guy, wait. We'll see. All right, so
Dude, we could have ate already, man.
I mean, it's still at 1.8 million. Nah, dude, my computer's been really slow. All right, so it's pizza. It's got 1.2 million followers. It's called pizza at fuckjerry.com. All right. It seems whatever.
All right, that seems bullish.
I mean, Peaches, they had like 3 million followers, Miss Peach, and then it thing ripped to 16 million market cap. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with my Twitter, but I can't see it. Henry, if you want to share, you could share. Just
send me the CA. Maybe I can find it. Pizza.
I just sent it to you right now. Telegram. But I do like
what
the
I got
TA on
here.
this one. The TA is looking really good. Um, there's importance in that. Here, look at that. That would be a great place. So if I want to ape on this one, I'd want to ape around here, right? 1.4, 1.5 million market cap. How's Rug doing? Rug, it's moving. It's kind of curving down.
It's cooking.
All right, yeah, I mean there is buying pressure for pizza, so it's not bad. Look, what I like about this is that the price is stable, right? It's been a slow cooker 4 hours ago, and look, you would have had entries there. It came all the way up to 1.8 million, came back down to 300, 400 million or 400K market cap, and then it pulled the 4x from there, right? And guess what? This is support there. You see that? Boom. Support, support. Usually that second one is your indication to go higher. Same thing with Peach, right? It did that exact same thing. There it is. It's moving.
Yeah, this could be a cook.
Do you wanna share the Twitter?
It doesn't have that much volume.
Let us see the Twitter.
Yeah. Um. I didn't realize I was sharing my screen. uh.
No,
All
hold
right.
on here.
So Instagram, whatever.
Here, give me a second. The hell.
This can't just be some broke ass Jeets came into the pizza TG and started fudding because they're actually poor and have nothing to do with their lives. So, uh, you see my screen?
Nah, dude, this thing is lagging. Give it a sec.
Well, I think it's sharing. Yeah, it's
Oh, it
sharing.
is. All right,
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, I see what you mean. It is lagging. So one other thing you can use for like Confluence is if you know some good like meme coiner accounts, like I follow this guy Poe. He's um he's not bad. And when you have big accounts all tweeting, I mean maybe they're in the same cabal, but it's not. It's always good to have attention on it, right? Um, yeah, I mean I don't understand how this is connected to this Instagram, but I like this. I think I'm an ape.
Yeah, do you want to share how your rug trade is going?
Oh yeah. So rug, it's looking good. I mean, it's playing out like I said it would, flipping 1 mil, and I think this would probably be how I'd play it. Maybe this one if you want to play it safe. Stop loss at like 700K, first TP, 2 mil, and then 3 mil. And I think this is a really good looking structure overall. If you study TA, it's had this crazy run up, consolidation here, basically like cup and handle, like Alex said, and just playing it back to the top of the range, level to level. All right, so pizza. Um, yeah, I like what I'm seeing on pizza. I think the first thing I always do is just draw like add these key psychological levels, like 3 to 1 mil, right? And you can see 1 mil is kind of here, the area where it kind of showed some strength, right? You had 1, 2, 3 tests to break down. The third one would have been a great entry, but we unfortunately just saw it. So that's one thing you can do for TA. The other thing, if you guys know about fibs, use this tool over here, Fibonacci retracement from the last impulse all the way to the peak. And you're looking for a pullback either here, zero point 0.5. Like that would be super bullish, right? If it doesn't lose a 0.5. So, or you could do 0.618, or you can see here it kind of bounce at from this impulse, it bounced at like the 0.786. So Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I wouldn't ape here. Would you, Alex?
So I mean, right now it looks like a good place to start DCA in small amounts. So I would say 1.5 mil all the way down to 1.3 mil, right? Because
Yeah.
there is a trend,
Another.
and we're rising, right? And so you want to continue to, and I think this is going to go. I mean, to me, like the way I see this, the TA is looking strong, and it's looking very bullish. We're continuously making higher highs.
Yeah, it is. It is looking very bullish, like structurally. The other thing I like to use, so you have fibs, you have like key psychological levels, and then I like to use moving averages. Um,
Make sure you
it
sell
just kind of
your
shows
make
you
sure you
like
sell
how
your
the trend
rug,
looks.
dude. It's rugging.
I got rugs on rug. Damn it!
Yeah.
What happened here? Oh yeah, see, I mean that's the that right there. That's the area. Like if you can't hold 1 mil, that's bearish, and that's why people got out. And you'll be surprised like how often these like 1 mil, 3 mil, 5 mil, like how they're just key like pivot points. Even here, where did it top out? 3 mil, right? That's where it wicked twice. Couldn't get above. Bam, down to the Shadowland. So
All right.
that's rug. I didn't have that much in
Yeah.
there,
So now,
but
yeah,
pizza. I'm about to get in pizza
yeah. So
actually.
it just hit. It just look exactly like I said. It just hit like 1.4 million, 1.3, and then it ripped. Look at that. That's an easy like
Yeah, it looks
10%.
super. Looks really bullish. Um, yeah, I'm gonna ape some pizza. If Poe and those guys are talking about it,
It's probably something,
that
right?
that's some cabal shit.
Yeah, I would just say the stop loss would be at around like I would say like 1.2 million, 1.1 million would be a good stop loss.
Yeah, one mil for me. Like I said, like the psychological level. If it goes below that, then it's not bullish anymore. Oh, there is one
Do you
warning
wanna keep
here.
sharing your screen by the way? Because mine's just really slow.
Hold on, I just want to ape this real quick.
So why are
Oh,
you hiding your screen, dude? Do it.
there is the LP is not burnt, so there is that risk. And then the so I'm probably gonna
Or
ape some.
pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
It is burned for mine. 100%.
That's weird. Maybe I'm in the wrong pizza then.
Yeah, Carrie, there you go, man. That's the perfect example. You're in the wrong pizza.
All right, but it's got the same price action though.
Nah, don't trust it, man. Just go, just
4
copy the
hours
deck.
ago, right? The one that came
Yeah,
out 4 hours ago.
yeah, and it's a 1.6 mil market cap. You'll see it. Um,
All right, let's see. Hopefully this one's a runner.
do you wanna share? All right, do you wanna share your screen?
1 sec. I'm just
Yeah, just
aping.
share it with us, man. What are you doing? What are you hiding? Share it, man.
All right. Uh, yeah, let's continue doing some research here because I aped small and I want to figure out whether I should ape more. And that's the thing. Like you don't have to you don't have to go full stack like when you first enter, right? You can go in, do a little bit of research, go in more as you get some confidence.
Wait a
All right,
minute.
let's look up.
I just saw something because usually when I do small buys, I do it on Radium. Radium tends to be like a faster swap if you're doing small amounts, right? So if you're doing $100, $150, you don't get meved, right? You don't get sandwiched, but the transactions go faster. And then actually, as the price moves, it actually adjusts your price too, so it doesn't like stop you out like Jupe does. or like what do you call it? A photon.
Well, people are saying Frank D Gods is in this, and
And pizza, really?
but I don't know. I mean,
Do
who
you
is this
wanna
guy?
do you wanna like share your
Vendetta knows?
screen? Do you wanna share your screen now? This guy.
Oh yeah, I thought I was sharing.
These guys looking. I don't see it. Do you see it?
Let me check. Um, yeah, it's weird. It's not sharing. I thought I was sharing it. Let me let me try again. Share screen. Let me know. Let me know if you see it. You might need to give me permission. I don't know. It says it's sharing.
Yeah, but you don't see it, right? Yeah.
No, it's not on the stream.
Yeah, that's weird. Damn.
Well, we
Oh,
might,
there it is.
might
There
have
it
to
is.
cut
There
it.
it is.
Oh,
No, there
okay.
it is.
It's
Hold on.
lagging.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just lagging.
Damn. Okay, pizza. So I've added here on the retest that we talked about on the tread line. It's bouncing, like we wanted to. EMAs, like I was saying, just shows we're in a bullish trend. Um, yeah, I mean, I think it's looking good. Like it's pizza. Everyone loves pizza. Famous food.
It's a good
But what's the
narrative. I like
concept
that.
here? Like, what's the narrative? Like, other than it being pizza, like, what is it? Pizza could be a play. I feel like this might be like an influencer show. Like, or is this the start of like a food meta? I don't know. Seems like it's getting a lot of tweets though. Let's try the ticker because that was just the. Oh, you know what it might be. Dave Portnoy, he does like pizza place reviews. Have you seen those videos?
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I think people are trying to get Dave Portnoy to ape on this because he's literally known. If you follow him before he created Memecoin, like he's known to
Um,
do pizza spot reviews. Like he'll do like content on it, and he'll eat like a slice and give his review, like rating 1 out of 10. I think that's what this is, and I might ape more based off that information. Yeah,
it's all about
pizza,
the
I
narrative.
like it. Jail Stool Whale just bought 3K pizza. Is that Dave Portnoy?
Maybe, maybe.
Uh, Dude,
Because
yeah, a
as soon
lot
as
of
he
people are
tweets,
tweeting about
dude,
this, man. A lot of influencers.
there you go. And then we
So
got
I like
something
it.
here.
I like this. What'd you say?
No, then we got something cooking here. We got some good pizza cooking.
We got some pizza cooking. All right. Um, let's see what else the whales are aping in Acid Dash. I gotta ape more pizza. 1 sec.
Yeah, no, dude, keep sharing because my thing is really slow. I have to figure this out.
How do you recommend trading these? No se ve ni maíz. Share screen. Oh, okay. One sec. 1 sec, man. I gotta sell it, man. I got rugged on rug. Gotta take that out.
You got it right.
Should have
Typical.
seen that one coming.
Yeah.
uh, okay, let me. We got some more pizza. Yeah. Okay. Share my screen again. Yeah, this
You are
pizza, I gotta say, it's looking pretty bullish. Just based off the concept of could this get Dave Portnoy's eye? The guy is known
you're not,
for
dude, you're
making pizza
not, you're
videos.
yo,
Yep.
you're not sharing your screen, like you're not sharing the right thing. Or maybe mine is lagging.
Let's give it a second because last time I shared it, it was lagging. Let me find one of these Dave Portnoy pizza reviews. Okay, yeah, there's like hundreds of these, man. Um, yeah, I don't know why the screen share is being slow. Let's give it a second. But yeah, this he goes around the country, okay, and he tries different slices of pizza. I mean, I don't I don't see how this doesn't run. But we're gonna have to let that one cook. Um, yeah, it's weird. I've shared the screen. I don't know why it's not coming up.
Yeah, like, do you see the video? And you don't see anything?
No, let me try resharing it. So do entire screen share. Let's see. Let's give it a second. While we're waiting for that, let's check up on the acid dash whales.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna try something here. Okay.
Oh, Alex left the stream. Well, we'll give it another minute. If we can't figure out the screen sharing, we might have to cut it here. But definitely search Dave Portnoy Pizza on Twitter, and you'll see what I mean. I think this thing could. I think it could be a cook. All right. Well, looks like we're having some difficulties here, so give it another minute, and if not, we're gonna need to cut it there.
All right. I went ahead and let me
All
know
right,
when you
back.
can see. Yeah, let me know when you can see your screen.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Perfect.
All right. Perfect. All
Sweet.
right. Pizza's moving. Pizza's moving.
Yes. So pizza. The reason I like it, other than the TA, and it's checking a lot of our boxes, is look. I just searched Dave Portnoy Pizza. You see my Twitter, right?
I
Alex?
can't see the screen. There's problems with mine, but can you see it on yours? Like, can you see it?
I see it on the stream. I have the stream on my phone going.
Perfect.
So
Then yeah. Go
our
for it.
pizza review: Tower Pizza, L.A., Louisiana, New Orleans. Like there's Columbus, Ohio. He's doing pizza reviews. Do you guys see this? And that's what I think this meme is about. Now, I could be completely wrong. um, but that's the loose thesis there, other than the TA. But yeah, pizza. I think at least 3 mil. I mean, we have to see. We have to see what the price action is, but it's got to be good for at least a 2 3x. And then the next level would be 5 mil. After five, I like to target 10 because you have to get in inside the mind of a degen. Like if you buy at one, you're targeting three. You buy at five, you're not targeting like six, seven. You're targeting a double, right? So you're targeting 10, and like that. That's how we play it.
Yeah. So if you go back, yeah, zoom into that really quick.
Into the price action.
Yeah. So go to like the 1 minute.
Yep. I mean this looks just really bullish. Just a series of higher lows, higher highs, respecting structure. I think this might be the one. What do you think? Oh, Alex rug the stream again. So I think that's probably. Oh, pizza's going 1.9. Let's go.
All
So
right.
there's something before. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. My bad, man. Yeah, so no, there was looking like a flag that's ready to rip, and I'm getting targets of like one. I'll tell you right now. I'm getting targets of about like 4 mil. Well,
Yeah, I think
first
it's good for two
3.3,
three
then
x.
4. Yeah.
Honestly, if this does get picked up by Dave or that narrative, we had what was the one that ran earlier, Alex? Oh, Fartnoy.
Portnoy,
Yeah,
yeah. All right, so can you go on that one? I have to talk about this one really quick because I was looking into this one. Uh, so can you go all the way to the left? Oh yeah, all the way.
for Fartnoy.
Yeah, for Portnoy, because I saw this
Yeah, we
one
were
tweet.
aping this one earlier today.
I saw this one tweet of this guy this guy was very smart because he understood that jail stool was out and that Fartnoy came out. So you know what this guy did? He bought, yeah. So zoom into the left right before that pump. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Essentially, he bought during that like low end. He bought $900 and then he cashed out at the top with $190. I'm sorry, $190,000. Yeah.
dang.
So this guy was very smart. Like he understood the whole narrative of okay, Dave Noy, what's his last name?
Portnoy,
Yeah,
Dave
Portnoy.
Portnoy.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy. He understood the narrative of jail, right? Of jail, whatever. Uh, and then this guy aped on this one because this coin came out earlier, a few days before, and so he aped $900, left it there, waited for people to come back to this coin, and boom, he cashed. I mean, dude, he cashed out a good amount of money because if you go back, it did pump a little bit before, and then
That's
there,
wild.
yes, it did pump, and then it
Came out
dumped,
on the
and then
ninth. Well, it was only a day ago that it came out that he had to wait.
exactly. He didn't have to wait that long, dude. He in 24 hours he made 190 grand.
Yeah. So yeah, pizza's running, guys. So I think we found the runner of the day. Just something I want to share before we wrap up the stream. You make sure you're following us on Twitter and joining here the Crypto Cartel Telegram. So my profile is Edge Ventures _ and yeah, we can't make these videos all the time, so we're gonna be posting, all our setups, everything we're finding with the strategy, and we're going to be doing more live streams. Like this one was more like educational. We're going to do some live streams specifically just to find runners, like, dedicate a couple hours to that. So
Yeah.
tune in for
Also, share my
those.
Twitter.
You're
Share
gonna
my
find.
Twitter. What are you doing, man? Go back. Share my Twitter.
What's your Twitter, Cody?
Just go down there. You just retweeted me. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, okay, Cody Wample 1.
There you
So
go.
yeah, follow us on Twitter. Join the Telegram. We're gonna be going much harder with the content this year. I gotta go, Alex. I don't know if you're gonna
Yeah.
continue
I just
streaming.
wanna. I just wanna leave with one thing, guys. If you want to look back on how we did the whole research, how to find early runners, just go back and watch the video again, and you'll have all that information. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment on the comment section, and we'll respond to that. All right, guys.
Yep. Thanks
Have a
for
good
tuning
day.
in, guys. We'll